What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe on YouTube, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm gonna let a few hundred of y'all come in and then I'm going in. Send some shots out in the meantime. Jessica Bush, what's up, Jess? What it look like? David Kingdom. Turn that cap button off, homie. I see you. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. It's going down. It's going down. Well, I got a couple of lives. I got some lives, some dope lives I'm gonna share with y'all today. We got some business to discuss. I'm absolutely going in on Malika Andrews later today. She got to get it. She got to get it. Ruth Robinson, what it do? Dee, I see you. Phoenix Rise. What's up? Already. What's up, Jennifer Lovelace? I'm going in, fam. I'm going in. I want to show y'all a picture of a crybaby. You ever seen a crybaby before? Take a look at this crybaby. This is the chick that hopped on social media crying about not having money to pay bills and do extra stuff. Well, she was crying about the money that she actually has to pay bills. What she was crying about is not having a lot of extra after she paid her bills. She identified herself as a registered nurse. She says that she's a mother of two. She's married. She makes good money. Her husband makes good money. Yet, only thing that they can afford, the only luxuries in life that they can really afford, is to live in a ranch house of 1,100 square feet. She said, we got paid last Friday. It's Tuesday, and we paid the mortgage, bought some groceries, put some food on the table, put some gas in the car, and we only have $300 left, and it's Tuesday. So we got paid Friday. We paid all of our bills, and all we got left is $300 to get us to Friday. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 3 days she has to suffer with only $300 in her bank account. Can anybody do the math and say $100 a day? After everything's been paid, you still got $100 a day to do whatever extra that you want to do? Now, we know that ain't a whole lot of money, fam, but there's a lot of people who have done a whole lot better with less. Let's break it down. This woman says she's a registered nurse in the United States of America. The average national income for a nurse is $89,000. That's average. If we are to assume that her husband makes around the same amount of money that she makes, that would bring the grand total to about $178,000 a year. Fam, even if you were being conservative and you took out taxes and 401k and all this other kind of stuff that somebody might take out, insurance and all of that, they could still walk away with about somewhere between $90,000 to $110,000 a year. They could take home that kind of money. Let's say they threw in the rent and the rent was $2,000 a month. You subtract $24,000, you're still sitting on $66,000 to $96,000. What are they doing with all that extra money? I submit to you that they're living beyond their means like so many Americans do. Me included. I've done it in the past. I'm probably living above my means now. Hell, I probably could save some more money, put some more money away by downsizing and getting something smaller, but I'm comfortable. I'm not struggling financially. But I'm saying that a lot of us live beyond our means. A lot of us have more house than we really need. A lot of us drive fancier and bigger cars and trucks than we really need. We drive SUVs, and gas prices are $5 and $10 a gallon, and we're riding. When we got to fill up the vehicle, it costs $100+ just to fill it up. We could get something more economical, but we choose not to. She said they got 2 cars. Oh, well, this is what I heard. She didn't say it in the video, but they have 2 cars. And then she had the nerve to say, somebody has to do something to change this. Somebody has to do something to change this. Yeah, somebody do. I want you to help find the solution. It's as easy as looking into the mirror. That's the person going to help change it. She said, I don't know what to do. It sounded like a GoFundMe commercial, really, fam, if you really want to know the truth. I'm not buying the tears. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying those tears. Family, even if rent was $2,000 a month, they still got $66,000 to $86,000 left. Many of us, I'm gonna say this. Let me get back on your camera so I can say this. I need to make sure y'all see my face so y'all can know I'm serious. Many of us, we could have a nice life. We could have what we needed in life, what we need in life. But what we do is we buy what we want and beg for what we need. That's what we do. I've done it. We buy what we want and beg for what we need. I know people who are on middle income. I mean, I know people who work off a minimum wage, and where they live is reflective of minimum wage. They're not living outside of their means. Sometimes, family, you got to do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do. And a lot of us are just not willing to do what we got to do until we can do what we want to do. A lot of us don't want to make the sacrifice. Now, she talked about paying bills, but she ain't say nothing about those credit cards. And believe you me, I'm pretty sure she got some credit cards. I'm pretty sure she got some credit card debt. A lot of us have credit card debt. Those credit cards are dangerous. If you ain't got money in the bank, and that's spending money that you really don't have. If you're using a credit card, fam, and look, this ain't financial advice, so don't be coming on here talking about, man, where you went to school at. Wait, look, hey, I'm just telling you from what I experienced. Some of you economists, y'all can come on here and chime in. But my rule of thumb when it comes to credit cards is don't buy it if the money ain't already in the bank. Don't even spend it. Don't use the credit card if you can't pay the credit card off in full. See, I don't, when I use my credit cards, I pay them off in full. In fact, my credit cards are paid automatically. I got it on automatic. So it comes out every month. I got it hit. So whatever is due at that time is paid off in full. So I don't pay interest on credit cards. Credit cards really should be used to build credit. And also, you know, to start a business. You can use a credit card to start a business. If you want to do that, use a credit card to start a business. But it should be used in a manner to where you can use it to come up. You know, a lot of us, we use credit cards like it's a luxury. Man, credit cards is not a luxury. Having a credit card is not a luxury. People think credit cards mean free money. It ain't free. So a lot of us, and I done it, fam. I done maxed out credit cards and ran right through them. Hey, man, my credit was so jacked up, I didn't even care if I maxed it out. I was so bad with just handling money, I didn't even care if it was jacked up. In fact, anytime they would approve me with a credit card, especially in a department store or something, I used to do that, look around like, they're gonna try to arrest me before I walk out here. I was bad with credit cards. I have no respect for credit cards. No respect for paying. Give me a credit card limit of $500. I look at that, 500. Oh yeah, we know I ain't paying that. So family, when I'm talking, I'm speaking from experience. So I know if somebody gonna jump in here invariably and say, well, Willie D, you can't relate to the regular man, the regular person, you know, because you don't live that life. Man, what do you think I was doing? How do you think I was living before I became a rapper? Before I became a successful rapper? You know, how do you think I was living? You know, would you think I was balling out of control? No, I was not. I was struggling. I was paying for pizza with hot checks. That's right. I did it. I was hungry. And pizza was one of the easiest things you could buy with a check and not get checked. You know, I was too nervous to go into the stores and stand there and write a hot check, even because, you know, they might put you in jail right there. But, you know, I could write a little old check to the pizza man, get that boo-boo, get that pizza. I'm full for the night, you know. But all that come back around, fam. So just in case y'all thinking about doing it, it all came back around, and eventually, you know, charges was filed, and I had to take care of all those checks. So just know that ain't nothing free. So that $12 check I wrote for that pizza turned into a $60 check. Turned into, you know, not a $60 check, but turned into a $60 bill or a $150 bill, depending on what the fees were. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, it ain't free. It was not free. So I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience. I done got the bag. I started off in poverty. Started off impoverished, got to the bag, blew the bag, got the bag, blew the bag, got the bag, blew the bag, got the bag, and been sitting on it for a long time now. So it's, you know, I'm straight now. But, you know, when you don't have economic education, when you're not educated with finances, you're not financially educated, somebody gonna have to teach you, or you're gonna have to learn baptism by fire. You're gonna have to figure it out, or somebody gonna have to teach you. But you're gonna have to be willing to do the work. And when you get tired of struggling and you get tired of not having it and getting tired of going paycheck to paycheck, you're going to come up with a plan to where eventually you're going to set yourself up to be all right. This woman said she's a registered nurse. She makes good money. Now, how you going to admit that you make good money and get on social media crying about your finances? She admitted, I make good money. She said, I make good money. My husband make good money. How many people out here do you know, family, that don't make good money, that got all their bills paid and ain't crying about it? They don't make good money, but all their bills are paid and they ain't crying about it and they ain't begging. They definitely ain't getting on social media. If they are crying about it, they ain't getting on social media crying about it. That kind of money, man. She says she live in a ranch house, a 3-bedroom ranch house. Okay, time to downsize to a 2-bedroom ranch house, since you like ranch houses. Or how about downsizing to a 2-bedroom mobile house? Or what about a 1-bedroom apartment? You do what you gotta do until you can do what you wanna do. She out there trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's just what it is, fam. I ain't gotta be there. Some of y'all, well, you don't know her story. Well, you don't know her truth. That's what they like to say now. Truth. You don't know her truth. Ain't nothing but one truth. The woman, I'm going by what she told me, what she told the world. She said, I'm a registered nurse. The average registered nurse in the United States makes $89,000 a year. That's on average. $89,000 a year. If you add her husband, if her husband made around the same amount of money, they still taking home around $100,000 a year after taxes. Now, where is that money going? I'm going to take a wild guess. That money is going to eating out. That money is going to whatever vices they have, whether they like to drink or smoke or shop. That money is probably going to, if they're generous, trying to buy everybody they know a birthday gift, something special. That money is going to shooting off to Vegas, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to meet your friends in Vegas because everybody else going and you want to go. You ain't got the money, but you know what? I got the money. I'm going. We're just going to figure it out. That's where the money is going. The money is going to living above your means. I've had to downsize myself. So I'm not telling you something I heard. I'm telling you what I know. You got to be willing to not worry about what people say about you. When times get tough, when that struggle start, you got to be willing to not worry about what people are saying about you. You got to be able to block out the chatter in the background. You got to be willing to block out the chatter in the background, because people going to talk about you anyway. It's all about what you want them to talk about you about. They're going to talk about you anyway. So what's wrong with falling back for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, maybe 5 years, maybe 6 years to set yourself up for the big come up? Just fall back and put the plan in place, save your money. Or just fall back and be comfortable, meaning having your bills and stuff taken care of until you can do something better. Instead of having a job that's not that's not, instead of having a lifestyle that's not conducive to the amount of money that you make. You got rich people do the same thing, fam. You got ball players who come in and they sign in a 1-year contract. They got a 1-year contract. They're a free agent. 1-year contract, walk on. They just walked on. 1-year contract, and they might be making $800,000. And they go try to buy a house in the same neighborhood as the star player on the team who makes $20 million. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. So people that are living paycheck to paycheck, as far as like below the poverty line, and people who live above, way above the poverty line. It's people that live in the 1% who live beyond their means. So that's all it is, fam. Living beyond our means, and I ain't got time for the tears. I ain't trying to hear, man, you better get out there on that track or sell some crack. I ain't trying to hear none of those tears. I'm not buying it. I'm gonna give y'all the link to this. I'm gonna give y'all the link to the video so y'all can check it out right quick. Let me shorten this link right quick before I send it to you. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Okay, fam. Let's see. Okay, I just put it in the chat. That's the link to the video where the woman is crying about her bills and all this kind of stuff. And keep in mind, fam, she said we got paid on Friday. We paid all of our bills. We paid all our bills. We got paid on Friday. It's Tuesday, and all we have left in the bank is $300. That means before they get paid, they can average $100 a day. They can still live off of $100 a day until they get to the next. Family, if you put a plan together, you just say to yourself, okay, well, I'm gonna try to better myself. Maybe I go back to school or whatever. I heard somebody say she's going back to school to get her master's or whatever. But whatever that means, you do what you gotta do till you can do what you wanna do. So you go forward and do that, continue to work. That $300, I don't care if you gotta save $100 out of that $300, maybe save $100. Try to save $100, try to save $50, anything. And then get to a point after a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and start a business. Or go get a better gig. But you do not get on social media and cry. Suck it up, buttercup. You made the bed, lie in it. The bed can be as soft or hard as you want it to be. What's all the crying for? It's like the dudes that go to prison that get caught up. They was conscious, they was laughing, they was having a good time when they was out there getting that money. When they was out there squeezing that trigger, everything, it was all fun and games. It was beautiful, it was fun, it was cool. Now, they in jail, the time then came down, that judge didn't hit them with them years, and now they in there crying. Nah, man, ain't no crying. Ain't no crying for gangsters. No crying for gangsters. Suck it up, buttercup. Do your time. Waylon Kirkland, what's up? Damian Davis, what it do? What's up, Miss Jazzy? Show Miss Jazzy some love, fam. Miss Jazzy keeping the trolls at bay, making sure that the chat maintains its integrity. Jessica Olsen, I personally think old girl made the video as a roundabout way to get some sympathy so that somebody could go out there and start them a GoFundMe. I wouldn't be surprised if they start a GoFundMe themselves. That looked like a GoFundMe commercial. Family, I've seen a whole lot of struggles, And I've been on my own since I was 18. I ain't never cried about no damn bills. I just figure it out. Got to figure it out. Crying, what's crying? What is crying gonna do? What the hell is crying gonna do? She need to figure it out anyway. She got kids. She need to teach her kids how to be fiscally responsible. That's what needs to happen. Whatever they got going on right now, she need to figure it out. The husband need to figure it out. They need to figure it out together and get it together before the kids get old enough to realize that mom and daddy can't give me no advice about my finances, about money, because they don't know about money. They don't know how to handle finances. Figure it out. What's up, Jermaine? St. Louis in the building. Ruth Robinson, what up? Hey, fam, yes. And some people are saying depends on where you live. Okay, yeah, a lot depends on where you live. But guess what? We got a whole lot of options in America. There's a whole lot of options in America. And if you live in one of those pricey states like New York or California, move around. It'll be cheaper. It'll be cheaper to just move around. If you're saying that you can't afford rent or you can't afford this because of where you live, man, there's all kind of options to live in places in the United States, in different places in the United States. You just got to make the sacrifice. If you love where you live so much and you just can't figure out anything else, get out, move somewhere else. Basically do what the Asian people do. Come to the US, build up your money, get your power together, and then get out, go back home. So move somewhere that's, economically affordable for you. Live there for a while. And if you love the other place so much, build up. You know what it's going to take for you to live comfortably there. Build it up, stockpile your bread, and then go back. Or once you move somewhere else, you might get so comfortable there, you might not want to go back. We got options, man. You can live in the big city. You can live in the big city and pay, you can pay $4,000 for a one-bedroom apartment in downtown Manhattan. Or you can come to Houston and get a two-bedroom apartment for $3,000 in downtown Houston. Can you get $3,000? Two-bedroom, $4,000. You can get, pretty much you get twice the amount. You get twice the room. So instead of one bedroom, you get two bedrooms. You can live in one of these cities where you're paying, $2,000 a month. Or you can say, you know what? Next month, I ain't paying $2,000 because I'm going to pay $1,000 to move up out of this bad boy. And I'm moving somewhere else. And instead of paying $2,000 a month, you're paying $1,000 a month, and you probably could live better. We got options. What we don't have is enough people that's willing to sacrifice. And let's keep in mind too, fam, if you got kids, all of us knew well before we ever had kids that kids were expensive. That's all we ever heard when we were growing up. You heard it from your mama, you heard it from your daddy, you heard it from grandma, you heard it from grandpa, you heard it from your aunts and uncles. You heard it on TV, you heard all the stats. Stay laid up and had the babies anyway. Ain't no complaining. Do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. Because you start complaining because you have kids, now you're looking at the kids as a burden. And when you look at the kids as a burden, you might want to get rid of them. You might want to bring them home. So now, embrace it. Embrace everything that come with it. We got to start taking accountability for the role that we play in our lives. We are the star of the show in our lives. We are the star. And as with any show, the star gets the most recognition and the most criticism. And we got to be all right with the criticism side. And I'm going to tell you something else where they probably overspending at. They're probably got their kids and all getting their kids everything the kids want. The kids probably got $800 or $900 cell phones, smartphones. Those kids are probably participating in a lot of different extracurricular activities that cost money. Hey man, look, it's tough right now. You're not going to be able to play such because that means that I'm going to have to spend gas coming back and forth to get you whatever. We can't afford to do that. You got to pick one sport, and that's the one you're going to play. Pick one sport. That's what you're going to do. We ain't going to be able to do this all year round. We're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to go out of town with all the other kids. That's $800. They're asking the parents to chip in $800 to go to Wyoming. And it's going to be fun. Y'all going to be out here having fun. You can't go. You ain't going to be able to go. It's as simple as that. We're setting it up and we denying ourselves some of the luxuries in life right now so that we can have them forever. You're not going to be able to have those Gucci shoes that you want. You're not going to be able to have it. Yeah, I got you, baby. They do look good. Ooh, they look good. You're not going to be able to have them. So for right now, just put them on your wish list. You know, they Gucci, they'll be vintage. You know, they'll be around for a long time. We'll get them at some point, but not right now. Got to be all right with that. Why do you have to have that purse right now? You can't have that. You can't go everywhere you go. You can't go with the purse. Everywhere you go, every time you step out the house, you're not going to have that purse with you. You can't have it with you because it's not going to match with everything else that you got. Plus, you know, you got to switch it up. Why is it that important to have that purse right now? We got to learn how to wait on some of the things that we want. You got these people right now, it's the holidays. I bet she's probably spending a lot of money on Christmas gifts. Do you know how much stress is associated with Christmas and the holidays? How much people spend money that they don't have, charging stuff? Spending money that they don't have to put smiles on people's faces, when you could put a smile on a person's face by just, hell, you can make a person break out in a full-blown laugh instead of just a smile. Just tell a good joke, share a meme. Y'all better put some caps on the spending when it comes to these holidays. This Christmas stuff, it's a trap. It's a trap to put you in a hole so that so when the new year comes, your whole MO for the new year is to try to, a lot of times people say, well, my New Year's resolution is to lose some weight. My New Year's resolution is to stop drinking, stop smoking, stop doing this, stop doing that. I'm cutting off the haters. And New Year's resolution need to be to make sure that you don't start the new year in the hole. Now that's a good New Year's resolution. Make sure you don't overspend for the holidays. So many people come out of the new year, going into the new year, spending the first 2 or 3 months trying to get out of the hole they crawled into during the holidays, trying to get out of that financial hole. I ain't telling you what I heard, fam. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I did. Even though I got it, family, I taught my kids early on. I give them everything they need, and I would give them most of the things that they wanted. I didn't give them everything they wanted. They had to learn that you can't have everything you want. They had to at least learn that. I gave them everything they needed and most of what they wanted. And I did that on purpose. You can't be giving these kids everything they want. You got to get used to seeing a little frown on their face every now and then because they're disappointed that they didn't get what they wanted. That builds character. And it's a simulation of the real world. Because in the real world, you don't get everything you want. And that's why a lot of these youngsters, when they don't get everything they want, they snap, they lose it. They start doing drugs, they start hitting, they start insulting, they start talking crazy, they become belligerent, they get really aggressive. Basically throwing temper tantrums. When they don't get what they want, they lose it. They snap, throwing tantrums, You see some of these politicians do the same thing. Politicians don't get what they want. These cops don't, you don't acquiesce to their commands, their demands. They lose it, and they'll throw a temper tantrum. Judge Dreds, what's up? Lonnie Clark. Ron, what's up, Ron Combs? T Sizzle, what's up, T Sizzle? Miss B Glam Decor, Big Curve, Kathy Morris. Elaine Brown, Pippi Minaj, Sandra Mason, what's up? Love Moves, Frank Edwards, Brandy Nuance. Is that Nandy Johnson? Who is this? Oh man, what? I cannot pronounce that name. But I see Tufi. Is that Tufi? Tufel. Hold on. 1969. I got that right. A lot of Mexican people do that by working in the oil field in the Gulf of Mexico. They work hard, make their money for a few years, and live nicely back in Mexico. Absolutely. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's how you do it, fam. You know, you just got to do what you got to do till you can do what you want to do. You got people right here. Sometimes they go out on those all rigs and stuff, and you know they call offshore. They do the offshore jobs. They'll be gone for 6 months and just piling up money or whatever. They don't want to really be there, but they got to do what they got to do. So they pile their money up, and then you know come back home and reset and do it again. And the moment that they can stop doing it and switch gears, that's what they do. So if you haven't watched the video, fam, go ahead on and check it out so you can see what the fuss is about. This woman pretty much is, to me, it looked like a money grab. Looked like a GoFundMe money grab to me. It looked like somebody was trying to make a video to get some sympathy so somebody can start giving them some free money. Because that's one way to get some free money. All you got to do is get on social media and cry about something, say you've been victimized or whatever, and here they come. You know, you just got 6 figures in a matter of days instead of having to go out there and work for it like everybody else. You just got a free come up. But look here, fam. Look, I ain't really too much mad at people that do that because that's the type of society we live in. You see a fool, you use a fool, and that's just the way it is. You just don't be the fool. Until next time, fam, I appreciate y'all joining the live. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And like I said, I am going to come back with another video because I got to talk about this Malika Andrews thing, and I'm going live with that. All right, fam. No more talk.